Hey everybody, Carl here with today's 5-minute fix on MOLLE systems. Some of you may ask, what is MOLLE? It is an acronym that I actually had to look up myself. It is the Modular, Lightweight, Load-Carrying Equipment. It is a term used to define the current generation of load-bearing equipment and backpacks used by a number of NATO armed forces, especially the British Army and the United States Army. So, what that means. These rows of Cordura nylon that have spaces behind them are meant to have the corresponding long straps weave through them. And we're going to show you how to do that so your stuff sits better on your gear and isn't flapping around. Things you want to look at when you deal with MOLLE. You notice that this is 6 sections wide. You're going to look for if you're putting on any pouches that are equal to or smaller in numbers so you don't have things flapping off to the side. Notice that this one has 6 straps. So that will fit perfectly on this front chest panel. This is an M4 triple kangaroo style. And what you want to do is to make certain to line up your straps with your MOLLE receivers. And you weave them through. I start everything on the same level. That way it makes it easier as you get to the tighter weave portions. Notice I'm not going all the way down, that these are not twisted over on each other or themselves. You might have to give it a little help and hold that up to get it through. There we go. Now, you pull these all the way through and tight. Make certain everything is there. You go back through the corresponding loop on the pouch itself. Pull it tight again. Now you do the same. Back through vest side. This is why doing it sequentially like this is a little easier than trying to just do one and then the next one and then the next one. So you see it's already starting to get fairly tight to itself, which is what you want, so it doesn't flop around and get caught on things. Always what gets me. Usually these edge ones are a little tighter because they are on the edge, so they don't have as much width as the others. Pull tight. Back through. Some of the companies out there make their MOLLE straps out of a hard black plastic that has a locking mechanism on it, which with that you probably need a flathead screwdriver to help get that on. Back through the last loop. Oh, throwing bows. Yeah, see, it gets really good and tight. There we go. Now, there are no more loops. Pull those all the way through and attach the grommets. You'll hear a nice click when they are fully in position. And there you have it. Notice there is no wobble. Now those plastic ones I was talking about. This one is made by a company. This is the MC Kydex banger holder. So where I was talking about that raised tab to open, what helps usually is if you have a screwdriver or a knife or whatever to get under that. Set that up. That way you can pull that out of that. That tab locks into these. And with these, this one's kind of simple because it's such a short 2 MOLLE loop. You can't really weave this one like you would another because this does not have a weave point on the back here. But you should be able to get it tight enough. Where there you go. So there's that. Also, many different hydration carriers. Notice this only has 2, so on the back you're going to find the width of the carrier, which looks to be 4 squares. So you go 4 wide. First one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, making certain you did not twist this in the process, because then it just doesn't fit right and doesn't flow like it should. Pull this down. You'll notice that there is a lot of space in between these MOLLE loops. So the weave isn't as tight overall. But you have to at least weave it opposite each other before it goes under or into the next level.
Just skip ahead.
I'm just there. Overlap. You see, this is why that overlap is important. This and this are now linked a lot tighter because of that weave. And because this backpack or the back panel of this plate carrier is shorter, from here, just go under and secure. So then, it sits on there. There's a little play at the bottom, and that just has to deal with the fact that the length of this plate carrier isn't as long as this, but you can make it so it stays nice and tight. You can also ride it higher where you start the bag, you start looping it lower on the bag, but higher on the back panel. That's a matter of preference and comfort. So you see, in the amount of time it took me to talk about this, now I have a pretty much ready to go rig. Try to be as fast as 5 minutes, probably a little over, but you know what? Take time to get things right. Stay awesome, guys. Have fun out there.